So it's been a minute since I made a video, and I really don't have much excuse other than life happens. But for anybody who stayed around, stay subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it. But with further ado, let's talk about what we came here for today, and that's going to be side chaining. If you're not familiar with it, it's when you get like a kick or another sound, and you have one sound pretty much make the other sound go down when one of them is playing. So, for example, if you want to side chain your kicks and 808s, you would pretty much have the kick going on, and then when the kick hits, the 808 dips so that the kick can shine through the mix. So without any side chaining going on, this is what it would sound like. And now if you listen to that, you can tell that you can hear the kick in the 808, but the 808 is still shining a little. It's like overshining the kick a little bit, and they're both applying at the same time. Depending on the sounds that you select, sometimes this can cause interference in your mix, and it can cause like a muddy sound when you're playing a kick and an 808 at the same time. Now what sidechaining does is it kind of lowers the 808 again, so that the kick and the 808 can play at the same time, and that the kick can have its shine and punch through the mix. So this is an example of what it would sound like. And if you listen, where you can actually see it, this is a signal from the 808, and if you notice, it's dipping whenever the kick is hitting, which is giving it a chance to shine a little bit and punch through the mix and eliminate any chances of like a muddier sound when you're playing your kick and 808 at the same time. Now, in order to do this effect, it's actually not that difficult. I'll show you two ways today. The first one is with the fruity limiter. All you would pretty much do is you would come down over to the kick, and then you would right click it, and you would click sidechain to this track, or you can do sidechain to this track only. And you would click on it, and then you would go over, and then you would place yourself with a limiter, and you would go to fruity limiter. And then over here, you make sure you click on compression, and then you change this up to sidechain 1. And if you start playing it, you'll notice nothing is happening, but that's because you have to bring the threshold down. And now this pretty much tells it where it wants it to start. And the knee is pretty much how harsh it's going to be. You can play around with this setting if you like to. But if you want to play around with the attack, that pretty much signals when it'll come in and when it won't come in. But the release plays around at how long it holds the 808 down. See, now it's like shorter. If I increase it, now it's longer. It holds it a little longer. And that is one way you can sidechain your 808s and kicks to make them sound a little separate and make it punch cleaner. But the other method that I would like to show you today was one using the peak controller. And as you can see, this one does a little something different, but it still achieves the same effect. And for this one, you pretty much would go to your kick and you'd add a peak controller. So let's go ahead and redo everything, and we're going to replace it. I'm going to add a peak controller. And you hear how that sounds, right? And so you would right click here, and you would link to controller. I can't remember if it was supposed to do only the peak or the peak and LFAO or whatever, LFO. But for now, we're just going to do the peak, and we're going to hit accept. And then we're going to go back over to the peak controller. We're going to open it up, and you may notice like the knob goes all the way down. All you would have to do is bring this bass knob up. But now you hear it's going all the way up, and it's doing the opposite effect of what we want for it. But this right here controls how far it dips down. So if you bring it this way, it makes the 808 go higher. Go this way, it makes the 808 go down. And so you would pretty much raise the volume of it until you're satisfied, and bring it back to where it was at. And now it's doing pretty much the same thing. Now the decay that is it. I just wanted to show you guys how to do some sidechaining real quick. It is not that difficult. Just give it a shot, see what you think. If you have any projects that you have made using sidechaining, feel free to share them down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And again, sorry that it's been so long since I made a video. Just things have been going on. But I appreciate anyone who stuck around. And if you've been here this long, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe as well. Turn on notifications if you'd like to know whenever I post a new video. Hopefully it won't be as long as a break as it has been with this one. Without further ado, you guys take care. Love you.